r/ask Reddit. What is something people to do be polite but actually turns out to be annoying? Ignoring the rules of the road in order to be nice. Stop it. This is how misunderstandings and fender benders happen. Don't be a nice driver. Be a correct driver. The number one safety rule on the road. Be predictable. Stopping randomly when you have the right of way is the opposite of that. Every damn day someone does this. Stopped at the light for 2 minutes while the cross traffic turns. People queue up. Now there's 20 cars in line ready to go. Light turns green. Car 1 goes. Car 2 stops and waves 6 cars out of the gas station while everyone blows their horn. Light turns yellow. Car 2 guns it and blows the now red light through the intersection. Never fails. Opening candy slowly in a movie theater. Crinkling intensifies. The key is to cough loudly while tearing quickly at the same time. This also works if you're trying to hide a fart. Slam on the brakes to let someone into the line of flowing traffic. Wave you on at a 4-way stop. Just about anything traffic related. Obligatory. Allowing someone to enter on a roundabout. It isn't safe. RAs only work if everyone acts in self-interest. Amazing. The one time acting like an a-hole benefits drivers directly. They refuse to do it. I'm annoyed at everyone who didn't tell me there's a thing between my teeth, something in my hair, or whatever mildly embarrassing. This is information I could have used, people. It's not polite to just let me keep walking around with jam on my face. Unless they are doing it so they can laugh at me, that's fine, since it's at least logically consistent. But the I'm gonna be fearfully polite and not point it out crowd. Duck them. A fellow I work with has an extremely large and prominent port wine stain birthmark on his face. Apparently they make the skin delicate enough that they can bleed quite a bit from minor things like scratching your face or tossing and turning in bed. Anyway, he told me he was at the bar one day chatting to a woman for the better part of an hour when he noticed his t-shirt felt wet. Apparently his skin had broken and was bleeding all over him for the duration of the conversation. After he cleaned himself up, he asked her why she hadn't told him, and she said, "I didn't want to embarrass you." Yeah, it's way less embarrassing for him to sit there oblivious looking like a murder victim. I was standing on the bus one day and I happened to look down and what do I see? A boob. One boob just hanging out of this poor girl's really loose shirt. It was a nice boob but I thought I should do something about it against my better male instinct. I was standing right next to her seat so I'm pretty sure no one else could see. So I kicked her foot and when she looked up at me I cleared my throat and glanced at her chest. She grabbed her shirt and fixed it at ninja speed. She was pretty red but mouthed thank you at me before looking intently out the window. The next part of my plan was to move to another part of the bus so she didn't have to look at me for the rest of the trip, but the bus was so packed I couldn't even move. I just sort of twisted around a little. I hope this poor girl didn't feel too awkward about it. The best part of this story is that you won't believe what my GF at the time said. I quote, "You shouldn't have said anything. All you did is embarrass her. I would be so mad." According to my GF logic, I should have kept my peace and let this girl stand up on a crowded bus with one glorious boob hanging out for all to see, and this would have embarrassed her less. In my experience, girls love to do this kind of thing. Talking to old people like they're children. This always makes me cringe so much. Seeing the annoyance beneath their wrinkled eyelids. They're old, not retarded. Hell, talking to children like they're children. I didn't like it as a kid and I didn't do it with my own. They turned out okay. Morning son. How's your wife? Dad, I'm 5. People with diabetic uncles trying to educate me on the condition I've had for 22 ducking years. But he eats egg whites at 9 every morning. You should do it too. The best advice I've gotten was my uncle left a silver cup full of water overnight, then drank it through his nose. Cured him immediately. That mostly works in combination with some occult ritual in which you have to sacrifice a little lamb to the elder gods later on. But yeah, try it. Definitely holding a door open for someone when they are, I'd say 20 feet or more away. Now your politeness is making others feel that, in order for them to meet your level of politeness, they need to hurry up to the door. I wasn't in a hurry before, but I guess I am now. Thanks. This is actually a ploy, an incredibly evil ploy. If you hurry up, I win. If you walk at your normal pace, You win. How blind I have been all this time. All those holding a door open for me. Those people won all the time. Insist on giving word of mouth directions. Typically these directions are 35 steps, based around landmarks that may or may not exist, and with street names that are either Lawnwood or Lakeview Street. I can't recall. Not to sound like a dong, but the GPS will handle it, and if it doesn't I have a map. But either are better options than you wasting 7 minutes to give me directions that probably wouldn't work even if I could remember them. When people say wow, you are so healthy when they see you eating lunch, just let me eat my miserable salad in peace. I don't like when people comment on my lunch ever. Just a Cliff Bar. Watching your weight. Ooh, chicken wings. Looks like you aren't counting calories anymore. I eat what I want. Please leave me alone. Not taking their turn at a stop sign. Then some other jerk goes before his turn. There's a system. People, a four-way stop only works because there's a system. Telling me to calm down when I'm mad. Hey, just relax. Do I look like I want to relax right now? When my guests try to help me clean, I have a system, damn it. This, loading the dishwasher is the worst. The bowls do not go there. By loading the dishwasher, do you mean making a drink for your wife? Small talk when I'm at the dentist. I'm already at my least favorite place on earth, having my teeth scraped with a rusty medieval tool of torture. The last thing I need is for you to ask me about the weather while at the same time reminding me to keep my mouth open like I'm trying to swallow a Mandingo-sized Coke. Constantly ask when we are going to have kids. In reality, we've spent thousands and thousands of dollars at fertility clinics and are just starting our first run at full-blown PGS IVF. Infertility is a subject nobody thinks about, then everyone has an opinion on. No, telling us to just relax and it will happen is not advice we want to hear. A chat. Rant. The chorus of bless you after every sneeze. So ducking annoying. Nobody is blessing anyone after burps and farts. Why the sneezes? I understand the whole people used to think your heart stopped or some shit, but I think we're past that today. No? I say bless you after somebody burps, just to throw them off. Apologizing for every goddamn thing. Knock it off. It doesn't mean anything if you do it all the time. If there's anything that they really need to apologize for, it's apologizing. Sorry, I'll try to stop. Come to a complete stop on the highway to give a chance for someone to merge. Thanks for the effort, buddy, but please don't cause a 14 call pile up on my account. I swear, I'm okay with waiting another 15 seconds for an opening to appear. People who say no offense before or after saying something offensive. Saying that doesn't save you. But now I'm the jerk for being offended. Ask if you need assistance as soon as you walk into a shop. We get in trouble if we don't do it, and especially in my case I get less money in my reviews, pay increases. Saying knock knock as opposed to just knocking, which would be perfectly fine. I also hate when people say beep beep instead of excuse me or even just silently going around me. I remember the first time someone beep beeped me. I was getting groceries at Walmart and someone behind me said beep beep. My cart was out of the way so people could get around me. So I ignored it because it's Walmart and you kind of expect weird people to be there. Then she clears her throat and does a louder, more stern beep. Beep. I just stepped back in awe because a grown-ass woman can't even use her words. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.